Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy EmeryReigns here, bringing you another video. This time it's going to be completely different. Again, I'm trying to switch stuff up on my channel and keep you guys interested and engaged. Obviously, I don't just make gaming content, I make fitness content and some police related content as well. So for this video, I really want to talk to you guys, especially my gamers out there, why it's so important for us gamers to stay in shape and to exercise. So when you're really young, your metabolism is naturally going to be faster for the most part. If you're one of those people that are kind of active and you have a job where you're walking around a lot and you eat pretty healthy, you don't necessarily always have to work out and exercise to stay in shape. Sometimes people's job require them to walk around a lot. Sometimes, you know, some people eat a lot of salads and a lot of stuff that's low in carbs and things like that. You really don't necessarily have to go to the gym in order to stay in shape. You really don't necessarily have to do push-ups and sit-ups to stay in shape. Now look, you guys all know that I'm into fitness, and I do not want you guys to feel like I'm trying to force my lifestyle or force fitness onto you guys. If you guys are not into working out and you're not into fitness, that's fine. And again, I don't want you guys to feel like I'm trying to force fitness down your throat. Being in shape is something that you should want to do. Being in shape and working out and being fit is not something that should feel like a chore. If you have to feel like you have to drag your ass up every day to work out and to stay fit and active, it's not for you. Again, even though fitness is not something that you really have to do and have to have a part of your lifestyle, you guys really have to look at the big picture and look at why fitness is so important, especially for gamers. Being fit and being in shape, or at least doing your best to try to stay fit and in shape, is really important, especially for gamers, because if you think about it, guys, we're literally sitting here for hours and hours on end, sitting here putting all this wear and tear on our lower body and our lower back, and we're not getting any exercise. So I really did want to kind of make this video and enlighten you guys a little bit on some of the information that I have and some of my life experiences with fitness and not going to the gym and staying consistent and not just working out and staying consistent. It's really important. You guys know I'm a police officer. You guys obviously know the police officers for the most part like to try and stay in shape. I'm one of those cops, but that's not the reason why I work out. That's not why I stay in shape. It has nothing to do with my job. I've always worked out. When you go from being so fit and so in shape to being out of shape and just starting to look terrible, you know, it's definitely something that sets on your mind and something that it really does bother you. Now, anybody that knows me knows that I've always been into fitness and I've always been into working out for a long time. For at least 10 years now, I've really been into fitness and going to the gym and trying my best to stay in shape. Everybody knows that I also tend to not really eat that healthy. I don't eat perfect. I'm not perfect. I eat like trash sometimes. Actually, for the most part, I eat pretty bad. But to make up for it, I go to the gym almost 7 days a week and I go pretty hard in my workouts. I was one of those people a couple of years ago that took my body for granted, and I thought, well, you know, I'm in shape. I can eat whatever I want. I can only, you know, cut back to only going to the gym 1 day a week, and it's never going to catch up to me. I was fucking wrong. But back in 2015, towards the end, 2016, I actually applied to be a state correctional officer, and I didn't get in. You know, long story short, something happened with one of my paperworks, and I just didn't get through the process. But with that said, you know, I was really depressed after that. I was really banking on getting that job because I needed money. I needed to start my career, and I felt like I was running out of time. Granted, at the time, I was only 21 years old. I wasn't out of time at all, but I was starting to be really frantic and get out of control, and, you know, I kind of just cut back on going to the gym. I'm like, why am I working out if I can't get a job? You know, I literally sat in the house playing video games for 12 to 15 hours a day. That is not an exaggeration. 12 to 15 hours a day, I was sitting in this chair eating Taco Bell 3 times a day, 2 times a day, McDonald's, fast food, cake, candy, soda, and stuff like that. I was eating terribly, and I thought it would never catch up to me. You know, when you're gaining a lot of weight and your body's changing, you're not the first person to notice it. When you look at yourself every day, it's hard to see yourself changing. It's everyone around you that's gonna notice your body changing. So when somebody came up to me and said, damn, Mike, like, you're gaining some weight, man. Like, are you bulking right now? Are you trying to gain a lot of weight on purpose? And I had to say, oh yeah, man, you know, I'm bulking up right now. Little did they know I was actually lying to them, and I was just getting out of shape, and I didn't feel like going to the gym, and I was just depressed. I went from being about 185, 190 pounds to 240 pounds in the course of 8 to 9 months. And it was one of the worst feelings in the entire world. I was so caught up with playing the game all the time, and I didn't feel like getting a job. I was so depressed. I was literally doing nothing but sitting around eating like shit and gaining weight. My weight gain got so bad to the point where I gained so much weight in my midsection that my lower back literally started to feel like it was on fire all the time. And I thought that it was just something that was going to go away over time. I thought it was something that just flared up. But little did I know, me sitting in this position and slouching and playing video games all the time and eating like crap and gaining 50 to 60 pounds in less than a year, that's the reason why my back was hurting so bad. It was to the point where I could not even walk a block. I know that sounds like I'm exaggerating, but when I would try to go out with my friends or go out anywhere and leave the house, eventually whenever I did that, I would literally try to walk and I immediately felt the pain in my lower back starting to flare up. And that's when I knew I had a problem. The only reason why I lost that weight is because I went to the police academy. So I got another job offer to be a police officer in 2017. And at this point, I was the most out of shape I've ever been. I know I wanted to be a police officer deep down inside, and I knew that was a job for me. And I had to work my ass off for it. I started running before the academy started for a couple of months, and literally my progress was so small that I wanted to give up. It took me 2 months to finally complete an entire mile, and that was with me stopping my run in between. It took me about 25 minutes to run a mile, and that is really embarrassing. Long story short, I went to the police academy. I busted my ass every day. I got reamed out. I got yelled at every single day, but I lost all that weight, and I ended up getting back into shape. Ever since the police academy, I've had it drilled into my head that if I get too complacent and I get too comfortable with the way I am, I know that I'm going to end up exactly how I was again. And again, I'm even older now. It's been a couple of years. It'd be even easier to get back to that. I know how much is on the line and how much is at stake, especially because your health is the most important thing. You know, take care of yourselves, guys. I cannot express that enough. You don't have to be Arnold Schwarzenegger to stay in shape. You don't have to have a six-pack to stay in shape. You don't have to look like me to stay in shape. A lot of people get so caught up in thinking, oh, there's no way he's in shape because of the way he looks. I went to the academy with guys that were over 200 pounds, and they were outrunning me by margins. You don't need to eat salads every day to stay in shape, but everything in life should be about moderation and balance. You guys got to remember that. People ask me all the time, yo, Emery, how do you balance having a daughter and a full-time job and going to the gym and gaming and making YouTube videos? Guys, everything in life is about balance. I cannot stress that enough. When it's time to work, it's time to work. It's time to take care of your family, it's time to take care of your family. When it's time to game and make videos, it's time. Sometimes you got to cut back on certain things in life, but everything is about balance. If you balance anything, you can get anything accomplished. Another very important thing that you guys have to make sure that you're doing is stretching. Every day before I do anything, before I go to the gym, before I do flips, before I go to work, I stretch for at least 10 minutes. Stretching is so important because you want to be able to keep your limbs and your joints really loosened up. You don't want anything to get too tight on you. Make sure you guys are stretching before you do anything. And as you guys know, I do post fitness vlogs from time to time. If you guys are interested in getting to the gym and working out and lifting weights, guys, watch my videos. I do workouts so that you can learn stuff from. So now you guys are probably wondering what you can do to try to get in a better shape as a gamer. And this is not just as a gamer, this is just in general. People have this really bad misconception that you have to go to the gym and pump iron to get into shape, and that's not the case. Most of the workouts that we did at the academy that got me in the best shape of my life was literally stuff that had nothing to do with weightlifting at all. You can do burpees, push-ups, jumping jacks. You can buy a home pull-up bar. You can buy little, weights to use at home. But for the most part, you can use your body weight and get into shape. Again, burpees, jumping jacks, sit-ups, all those kind of things, you don't need any weights to do. And the most important thing about trying to get in shape and to start your fitness journey is to don't do too much at one time. When you first start working out, guys, try to work out 2 to 3 times a week. Start small, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, whatever. Look up YouTube videos on home workouts to do without weights. You guys got to start small because people try to bite off way more than they can chew to start with, and they get discouraged because they're not seeing the results. And that's another thing. Don't pay too much attention to your results at first. Get into the routine of just working out at all. Once you start getting more used to it after a couple of months, then you start eating a little better. You start cutting out so much McDonald's and cutting out so much candy and fast food and Taco Bell. Cut back just a little bit and try to gradually work into stuff. Again, I'm not perfect. I eat like trash a lot of the time, but I work out so hard to the point where I'm burning off pretty much everything I'm eating. Your goal with fitness and working out, it should be to at least try to become slightly better than what you were yesterday. You guys should always keep that in mind. And with that said, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I really hope you guys learned something from this video. And if you guys have any questions, please, my inbox is open. Hit me up on YouTube comment section, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, anywhere you guys have me. I'll be more than glad to help you guys with your fitness journeys. It's been a pleasure making this video for you guys. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next video. Peace.
I heard it's simple getting out when you ain't stuck in your head, but that's just something I read. I've been through hell and back and I ain't going back. Got the proof, got the scars, ain't no way I'm selling that. Not for sale, you can see it on my person clear as day. Michael Rab, young and vicious, yeah, the kid is here to stay.